What's up, everybody? It's your boy Trevor Matters here, and welcome to another video. Now, today we've got something serious to talk about, and I think it's time I address it directly. If you've been following my recent posts, you already know where this is headed. We're diving into this situation with Mateo. So, for those of you who don't know, Mateo is a guy who's been stealing content from creators like CyberPod Mark 2 and others, reposting their videos, intros, and work without any permission. Yeah, you heard me right, content theft. This dude has been called out before, but he keeps doing the same shit like it doesn't even matter. So today, I'm not only making this response video to set the record straight, but also to push for something that should have happened a long time ago, a debate. Now, I know some of you might be wondering who exactly is Mateo and why is this such a big deal? Well, let me break it down. Mateo is someone who's been lurking around YouTube re-uploading videos that don't belong to him, especially CyberPod's content from CyberPod Mark 2. If you're a fan of CyberPod's animations, Dominican Kid series, or his other creative works, then you probably know just how much time and effort goes into them. And for someone like Mateo to come along, steal that work, and act like it's his own, yeah, that's a major problem. Alright, here's what I'm dealing with. Mateo's been hiding out on our channels, but let's be real, he's not fooling anyone, and I have no idea what he thinks he's going to accomplish with it. If he decides to keep uploading stolen videos, especially CyberPod's content, there's nowhere for him to hide. CyberPod will still catch up to him, and if it means getting Mateo's channel terminated a second time, that's what's going to happen. CyberPod has his ways, and whether he's using a VPN or other methods to track down those stolen videos, he's going to make sure they're reported. And if CyberPod doesn't get to it first, then guess what? There are plenty of us out here who will call him out, report every stolen video, and use whatever it takes to get his content pulled off this platform. Let's be real, YouTube's copyright takedown system has issues, and yeah, it can be pretty broken, but that's not an excuse for people like Mateo to keep uploading stolen work just because they think they won't get caught. It may take time, but every one of those videos is getting taken down eventually, and trust me, CyberPod's not about to let up until his content is safe. Now let's get into this. Take a look at these screenshots. I thought at one point that maybe Mateo was trying to be reasonable, but then CyberPod's fans pointed out something interesting. Mateo's alt accounts all have the same grammar, and he's been posing as different people, hoping nobody would notice. And get this, he even went as far as to misspell my name, calling me Trevor Phillips like the character from GTA 5. I mean, come on. I am Trevor Matters, not Phillips, and no, I'm not out here posting GTA 5 content. I don't run around blowing things up with gasolines. I make commentary videos, plain and simple. I'm here to criticize, expose content theft, and give creators like CyberPod the respect they deserve. Mateo, if you're wondering why I'm calling you out, here it is. You've been uploading tons of stolen content, constantly using other people's hard work without their permission. I've got no problem explaining this to you either, because at this point you need to hear it. This isn't a misunderstanding, it's theft. You can't understand that, then maybe it's time for you to take down every last piece of stolen content, delete all those videos, and find something better to do with your time, and move on. Honestly, CyberPod's even set up a Discord bot specifically to detect and expose content theft on his server. This bot sends notifications when stolen videos pop up, and yes, that includes your alt channels, Mateo. There's no escaping it. You think hiding behind an alternate account is going to keep you safe? Think again. That bot's there to catch people like you, and it's only a matter of time before every video you post gets flagged and removed. This isn't just a minor issue, it's a problem for every creator who's tired of seeing their work stolen and reposted without permission. So here's my advice. If you want to stay on this platform, learn some respect, start creating your own content, and maybe people won't be so hard on you. But as long as you keep stealing from others, people like me, CyberPod, and countless others are going to call you out, report your videos, and do whatever it takes to protect original creators because we don't tolerate those type of people that take something that does not belong to them. That is going to create more problems if you keep this up. And of course, I'm fucking pissed at you for what you did to Cyber and the others. So I'm going to make response video, and I would raise up my voice for the rest of this video. Now listen, Mateo, you've been terminated once already for copyright infringement. And instead of learning from it, you came back with the same name and the same shady tactics. You've been warned, and yet you just don't seem to get it. People are tired of your bullshit. You're making enemies left and right. Whether it's CyberPod supporters, Sonic fans, or anyone who cares about protecting creators' rights, you're digging your own grave here, and I'm here to lay out exactly why that is.
Now listen up. I have right to yell at somebody. Whether a person takes things way too far or destroys someone else's reputation, don't fuck with somebody else's videos. So let me make this crystal clear. Mateo, what you're doing is not just a minor screw up. You've been consistently stealing content, whether it's intros from CyberPod's videos, full uploads of his animations, or even re-edit. This isn't a misunderstanding. You know damn well that none of this stuff belongs to you. And now people are calling you out for it. Cody, Miles, Seabass, Prower, and of course, CyberPod himself have all had enough. You're out here screwing with creators who put real effort into their work. And it's honestly pathetic. What's even crazier is that you act like none of this affects you, but I've got news for you. It does. You're building our reputation as a content theft. And trust me, that's not something you want hanging over your head. You're turning people against you. And the worst part is, you could have avoided all of this if you just admitted your mistakes and stopped. But instead, here we are. And I'm making this video because it's time someone put you on blast for everyone to see. Now, here's the thing. Mateo, I don't think you realize the full weight of what you're doing. You might think re-uploading content is no big deal. Maybe just a way to get views or followers. But let me tell you, content theft is one of the quickest ways to lose whatever credibility you have. People see through that crap real quick. It's not just about someone's work. It's about disrespecting the creators who spend hours, hell, even days or weeks crafting their content. Man, you're stealing their time, their creativity, and their recognition. And before you try to play the I'm just a kid's card, let me stop you right there. You're old enough to understand what copyright is and why it's important. Nobody's saying you can't create content, Mateo. But what people are telling you is that you've got to do it the right way. Make your own stuff. Stop trying to ride the coattails of other creators like CyberPod. But let's talk specifics. CyberPod isn't just some random YouTuber out here. This guy has been putting in work for years. His Angry Dominican Kid series, his Hitler Downfall parodies, these aren't easy to make. They take time, dedication, and a unique vision. And what do? You take his intros, his videos, and you slap them onto your channel like they're yours. That's not flattery, bro. That's straight up theft. You're not respecting the creator. You're disrespecting the whole process. And then it's not just CyberPod stuff either. We've seen you do it with other creators' videos. You keep pulling this post nonsense like nobody's watching, but guess what? People are watching. Cody's watching, Miles Stage Prower is watching, and they're talking. They're not gonna let you keep doing this without calling you out every step of the way. People have every right to be pissed at you because you're crossing lines you shouldn't be crossing. And now that you've been called out, what do? Instead of owning up to it, you keep trying to act like you're in the right. Dude, the fact that your first channel was terminated for copyright infringement should have been the biggest wake-up call. You should have learned then and there to stop. But no, you came back with the same name and the same bad habits, thinking you could get away with it again. You're not just risking your current channel, Mateo. You're risking your whole future on this platform. So here's where we're at. Mateo, you've been dodging responsibility for far too long. You've been ignoring the warnings, blowing off the people calling you out, and trying to sweep it all under the rug. But now, it's time for you to face the music. I'm not just here to roast you. I'm here to have a debate with you over this bullshit. If you really think what you're doing isn't wrong, if you think you've got some kind of justification for this nonsense, then step up. Get into a debate with me and explain yourself. I want to know why you think it's okay to steal content, disrespect creators, and dodge accountability. I want to hear your side of the story, if you've even got one. Because honestly, from where I'm standing, it looks like you've got nothing but excuses. And that's not going to cut it anymore. This is your chance to actually defend yourself, but don't expect me to go easy on you. I've got all the evidence laid out and I'm ready to expose every last bit of it. It looks like you've got nothing but excuses, and that's not going to cut it anymore. This is your chance to actually defend yourself, but don't expect me to go easy on you. I've got all the evidence laid out and I'm ready to expose every last bit of it. And here's the kicker, Mateo. This opportunity to debate. If you keep running away from this, things are only going to get worse for you. Your name is already getting dragged through the mud, and every day you avoid addressing this, your reputation sinks lower. People aren't just calling you out. They're ready to report you. They've already got their eyes on your channel, and it's only a matter of time before your content gets taken down again. This isn't a threat. It's a fact. Copyright strikes are no joke, and with the amount of stolen content you've got on your channel, you're a ticking time bomb. Look, I get that drama isn't fun, and nobody wants to be in this position. But you put yourself here by stealing other people's work. If you don't want people constantly mentioning your name and calling you out, then you need to stop giving them invalid reasons as an excuse. I'm going to list some of stolen videos that you re-upload for you to take those videos that belong to CyberPod, all of them, down permanently. Do you understand? Get the hell out of his channel. You've uploaded too many massive videos. Either you drag them too many files or just messing up with it as spam. Leave CyberPod alone. Stop taking his videos and stop messing with content that isn't yours. This is your last warning, man. Either clean up your act or face the consequences, because let me tell you this. All right, let's get one thing straight. CyberPod has been beyond sick and tired of people constantly stealing his videos. We're not just talking about one or two incidents. This has been happening over and over, and he's done with it. The list of people who have stolen his content is ridiculous. And it's clear some of these people have no respect for the hard work and creativity that goes into making original content. Let's start with some of the main offenders. First up, we got Ricardo Dido, a name that keeps coming up when it comes to taking CyberPod's work without permission. And then there's the infamous imposter account, Robot Mark II, which has been acting like a cheap knockoff, trying to copy everything CyberPod does and claiming it as their own. It's honestly pathetic to see people with zero creativity just leech off someone else's ideas and pass it off as if it's theirs. And of course, we can't forget about Austin Zimmerman. This grown-ass man seems to have nothing better to do with his time than steal CyberPod's videos and parade it around as if he actually created it. Austin, if you're watching this, get a life, man. Seriously, you're out here acting like a copycat instead of putting any real effort into making your own stuff, and everyone can see through it. And these are just a few examples. There are so many other people out there who have been trying to ride CyberPod's wave instead of putting in the work themselves. He's been dealing with this nonsense for years now. And each time it happens, it only shows how lazy and desperate these content thieves are. It's gotten to the point where CyberPod shouldn't have to keep calling out every single person who tries to rip him off, but he has no choice. This constant theft is exhausting, and it's completely unfair to the creators who actually put in the effort to make something original. So, to everyone who's out there thinking they can get away with this, consider this a warning. CyberPod and his supporters aren't going to stay quiet anymore. We're calling out every single one of you who thinks it's okay to steal his work. If you're out here copying, re-uploading, or using his content without permission, it's only a matter of time before people come after you for it. You're not just messing with CyberPod. You're messing with an entire community that's tired of your laziness and lack of respect. CyberPod has had enough. He's done watching people like Ricardo, Robot Mark II, Austin, and every other content thief get away with this crap. So if you're one of those people who thinks it's okay to steal, then get ready, because we're not letting this slide anymore. Time to step up or get out. All right, here we go. Let's cut the nonsense, Mateo. I'm giving you chance after chance, warning after warning, and yet here we are. It's like you're completely ignoring everyone who's been telling you to stop stealing content. So let's make this crystal clear one last time. You keep taking content from CyberPod and other creators, and you think there's nothing wrong with it. You're out here re-uploading videos that aren't yours, using CyberPod's intros, editing his work, and then posting it on your own channel like it's all original. Newsflash, matey, that's called stealing. You're not supporting anyone by doing that. You're disrespecting the very people you claim to admire. Look at the damage you're doing. Thus, creators like CyberPod haven't noticed. They've worked for years to build up their channels, and here you come taking their work like it's a free-for-all. You're making it harder for real creators to get recognized, and for what? A few extra views, some cheap attention. Grow up, man. There's no excuse for this kind of behavior. People like CyberPod have every right to be angry. They're tired of seeing their hard work stolen and repurposed by people who don't have the decency to ask or even credit the original creators. I know you're young, but this isn't about age. This is about character. If you've got enough brain power to create a channel and hit upload, then you've got enough sense to know that stealing content is wrong. If you're not willing to accept that, then you're just setting yourself up for failure on this platform. Take some accountability, own up to your actions, and maybe, just maybe, people might actually respect you for it. But right now, all you're doing is digging yourself deeper into a hole you might not be able to climb out of. And let's not forget, you already got terminated for copyright infringement once before. That should have been your wake-up call. That was your chance to learn, to change your ways. But instead, here you are, back again with the same username and the same habits, thinking you can just keep going without consequences. But let me tell you, it doesn't work like that. You're building up a reputation as a content thief. And if you keep going down this path, it's going to catch up to you. This isn't a game. You're risking everything, not just your current channel, but any future you might have on this platform. So here's what it comes down to, Clinks. You need to stop this crap right now. Either own up to what you've done, delete the stolen videos, and apologize to the creators you've wronged, or face the consequences. People are already fed up with you, and they're ready to report every single piece of stolen content you upload. You think CyberPod's fans aren't watching? Think again. You're under a microscope now, and if you keep this up, it's only a matter of time before this all blows up in your face. And here's my final offer. If you've got anything to say to defend yourself, if you think you're in the right somehow, then let's debate it. I've been calling you out to talk about this, to explain yourself, but you keep dodging the issue. This is your last chance. Mateo, either step up and face me in a debate, or keep hiding and let everyone see that you can't back up your actions. This isn't just about CyberPod anymore. This is about every creator you've disrespected and every fan you've misled. So, are you going to finally take responsibility? Or are you going to keep hiding? The choice is yours, but either way, this ends here. The ball's in your court, Mateo. Let's see if you have what it takes to do the right thing, or if you're just going to keep running away. Right, Mateo. Listen up, because this is a lesson you need to learn if you ever want to make it as a creator. I've been telling you over and over to stop with this nonsense, but you're still doing the same thing, and clearly you're not understanding the bigger picture here. So let me break it down for you. Criticism is not an attack. It's a reality check. You're out here acting like everyone who calls you out is hating on you. But man, what we're actually doing is trying to get through to you to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. Taking other people's work without asking and pretending it's yours. That's disrespectful as hell. When someone gives you feedback or calls you out, that's a chance for you to reflect, to learn, and to grow. And if you want to be taken seriously as a creator, you're going to have to learn how to take criticism and use it to improve, not just shrug it off like it doesn't matter. Look, free speech is a two-way street. You can't just post whatever you want without expecting people to respond. When you put content out there, people are going to have opinions. And if you're stealing other creators' work, guess what? Those opinions aren't going to be nice. Free speech means people have the right to call you out. You have the right to make your content, and we have the right to tell you when it's crossing the line. So don't act surprised when people call you out for what you're doing. That's just how it works. And honestly, if you want any real advice, here it is. Start respecting other people's work. You don't get to steal someone's video, throw your name on it, and act like you're a creator. Real creators put in the time, the effort, the late nights to make something of their own. By ripping off CyberPod and others, you're disrespecting all of that. You're not building anything. You're just tearing other people down. If you actually care about building your own name, then start creating your own content from scratch. It's going to be harder, but at least it'll be something you can actually be proud of. All right, that's enough. I've said what I need to say, and honestly, this is the last time I'm going to bother with this. You can take this as the hard truth, start changing your approach and actually build something real, or you can keep on this path and face the consequences. But understand this, when you steal content, you're gonna keep getting called out. That's not bullying. That's holding people accountable. So that's it for me. I'm done talking, but the ball is in your court now. Either learn from this, grow up, and start respecting the creators around you, or keep doing what you're doing and watch how fast it backfires. Choice is yours, Mateo. Take it or leave it, but don't say I didn't warn you. And for everyone watching, thanks for sticking around and showing your support. If you're out there creating, keep doing your thing. Original work always speaks louder than any shortcut. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace. And one more thing, don't forget that Mateo, or whatever the fuck he is, Balcazar Ares, has also been stalking me by spamming mentions me and other people to his post that doesn't make any sense at all. And it's waste of time instead of dealing with this issue. The way he uses grammar is identical. And I think you all know what I mean. If you notice this person trying to use your videos or steal your content, make sure to report him and block him immediately, because he needs to learn his lesson for trying to mess with someone else's content like CyberPod Mark 2 and many others. I would suggest that he either leave CyberPod alone and let it deal with some problems with other content creators, or face some consequences. I'm here to help spread awareness about all of this on YouTube and remind everyone about what's really going on. Thanks for watching. I want to hear your thoughts. If you have anything to say about Mateo, Balcazar Ares, or any other topics, drop your comments in the section below this video. I'm here to help spread awareness about all of this on YouTube and remind everyone about what's really going on. Thanks for watching. I want to hear your thoughts. If you have anything to say about Mateo, Balcazar Ares, or any other topics, drop your comments in the section below this video. That's all for now. I will see you guys in the next video. And we're going to talk about the last person, Wesley Dewitt, who's been in many problems with CyberPod back in the past. And I'm going to make another video. It's going to be the last video for CyberPod, who has been through a lot because of those fucking problems with people that trying to mess with him. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. And if Mateo Balcazar Ares continuously refuses to do so and makes this shit worse, then we all know what we do with him in order to take him down.